All right, hello everyone. This is Chad Schwartz with sovereignlifeskills.com, and I'm here about to interview my friend Tina. We both live here in Acapulco, Mexico together, and we'll just get right into the interview. So let me share the screen, and I have the questions translated just in case there's a language barrier problem. So Tina, can you see the screen okay?
Yes.
All right. So just as an introduction for what we're doing here, this is not an argument or a debate. I just want to know how you feel about these topics. There are no right or wrong answers. It is okay if you do not know how to answer the question. You can take as much time as you need. There's no time limit. And these are just questions about how you think the world should be. Any questions so far?
Okay, no.
Okay. All right. So number one's a very basic question, but it's going to get us started here. So in life, there are things that are moral and immoral to do. So number one says, is it moral if I steal some money from you?
Um, no, no es moral.
No, it is not moral, right?
It is not moral.
Yes, I agree. It is not moral. Is it moral if my neighbor steals money from me?
Mm, it is not moral.
It is not moral. I definitely agree. Question number two. If we are on an island with 10 people and if we vote to steal from one person, does that make it okay? If we're in that situation and there's 10 of us and we all vote.
That's a bad situation. I'm not agree.
What do you think? Is it moral if we all vote or not?
Immoral.
Can you say it is moral or
It,
it's not moral?
it's not moral.
Okay, I agree. So if we're on the island, we can't just vote. It's immoral if we just vote to steal from somebody, right?
Yes.
Okay, I agree. Number four, if my neighbor smokes marijuana in her home and if she's not bothering anyone, do I have the right to attack her or stop her from doing that?
Mm. Uh, no, I don't have that. I don't have to attack her or him or my neighbor because I think if he's um on his bed, on his bedroom, or on his house,
His
uh,
property,
I don't have to do anything. But if he or she's in my house, I I don't like that. I have to say stop, choose, and never invited
yes.
anymore to my house if I don't like. So it depends. I think I don't like that. I don't like to smoke marijuana and another how do you say cigarettes, cigarros.
Okay, so
And I
yeah,
don't like.
you don't smoke anything, no cigarettes, no marijuana. Yeah,
I don't smoke anything.
me
Yes.
too. I have not smoked anything in many years, and I agree with you. If somebody's in your house and they're doing that, you can make them leave. But if they're on their property, they can do what whatever they want. So we agree that it's not moral for me to stop them on their property. Is it moral if I get someone else to go and stop them?
Yes.
Sorry, is it moral or immoral if I get
Uh,
someone else? So it's immoral for me to go over and stop them, but is it
mhm.
moral if I pay someone to go and stop them?
Yes, it's immoral.
I agree. It's still immoral, right? And that answers number 5. Number 5 says, if it is not moral for you to do a certain thing, is it okay to get someone else to do it for you? So if I decide I'm not going to steal from you, but I'm going to pay someone, I'm going to get someone else to go and steal from you. Does that make it any better?
Um, I think it's immoral.
I agree.
Immoral, yes.
I agree. It's still immoral. Um, Number 6, should you ever disobey a law that you do not agree with? So you're moral conscious. So, um, so if there's a law that you think is wrong, is it okay to break that law? And I can give you an example. So we've talked about vaccines. They want us to take all the jabs over and over again. Um, if I don't take a vaccine after the government mandates it, if I decide I don't want to take it, but the law says I have to, would it be moral or immoral if I don't take that vaccine?
I think it's moral.
It's moral if I do not take it or if I do take
If
it.
I don't take it, if I don't want take it my vaccine or take a class without visa,
Oh,
I
you
think
read
it's moral.
you read number 3, right? So it's similar thing, right? So it's if I decide not to take the vaccine, it's moral. And number 3, if I teach English in Mexico without a visa, if I don't get permission from the government, um, if I teach an English class and I make money and the student learns English, but I don't have a visa, is that moral or immoral?
It's, I think it's moral.
Okay, I agree. It's still moral if I teach without a visa. Very good. Um, let's see here. Let me see. We'll just skip along to the next one. So in regards to the government, what are some good things and some bad things that you happen with the government in our lives? So think about the government, and can you think of one thing that you like about the government and one thing you do not like about the government?
Um, the good things, I think, is the help for old people. But the another good thing, I don't have. I don't think it has a lot of good things. It has a lot of bad things, I think, because all the prices are going up. The supermarket, the um, all the things I think on in my life are going up. What about the
So that like that's inflation, right? The money,
right the money?
that's a
It's too bad. Mexico, it's so bad.
It's the whole world. It's the same thing in
Yeah.
the US and Europe and everywhere. So that's a really great example. I'm glad that you brought that up. I agree. It's ruining people's lives all over the world. We all have to work harder, and there's really no good reason for it. So that's an excellent example. So something that you don't like is the inflation. I absolutely agree. And actually, it's not too bad here in Mexico compared to other places. I have students in places like Turkey, and it's really, really bad in a lot of places. So yeah, the way that money is handled is not great when it's handled by the government. Okay. So if you could have a choice and see the tax budget line by line, and if you could decide on what you want to give money to and not give money to, and then pay lesser for taxes, would you take that choice? So, for example, when you pay your taxes, if you could choose, you could say, I want my money to go to my son's school, but I don't want it to go to the government so that they can inflate the currency some more and pay for the politicians. Would you think that's moral? Would you accept that choice if they said you can, would it be moral if you have that choice to choose where your money goes and doesn't go for the government?
It will be great.
I agree. Awesome. Incredible. Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. I've asked that to most people I ask that to, they agree, but I've had one or two that they disagree. So um I agree with you. I think it would be great. And are you saying that it would be moral to make that choice?
Yes, it will be moral.
Okay, excellent. Okay, very good. Um, would you be in favor of me getting to have the same choice with my tax money? So it's if it's moral for you to choose where your money goes and does not go, would it be moral if I also choose as well?
Yes,
Okay, I agree.
I
Would you be in
agree.
would you be in favor of everyone having the freedom to choose where their money goes?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, incredible. I agree as well. I think that would be very moral and a very good thing in the world. Um, so is there anything else I wanted to ask? Do you think that it is moral for the government to force you to pay for things that you are opposed to? So something that you think is bad, maybe something with the prisons or the inflation. Um, is it moral or immoral that they force us to pay for things that we don't like?
Immoral.
I agree. It is immoral for them to force you to pay for things you don't like. I agree.
Yeah,
Okay, very smart.
definitely.
Okay, the next one, can people, by voting, give politicians the right to do things which the voters cannot? So it is immoral if I steal from you, but what if I vote for a politician to steal money from you and then give it to me? Does that make it moral?
Mm, immoral.
I agree. It is immoral if I get a politician to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Excellent. Um, and the next one, what if I agree to spend the money on something useful though? So I'm going to steal your money, but I'm going to use it for something good. I'm going to buy some healthy food or I'm going to help some old people with it. What if I promise to do something good? Does that make it moral if I steal from you?
Uh, I agree with that. I think it's moral.
It's moral if I,
If I mm, if they will buy what I need for healthcare and stuff like that.
so if I steal money from you and I use it to pay for my doctor, does that make it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just to be clear, you're saying yes. It becomes
Yeah.
more, so if I steal your money from you, but I use it to pay for the doctor, that is okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um, Number 17. Do you believe that right and wrong apply to everyone equally?
Mm, 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 mm. Yes,
I agree.
I
What
agree.
what if they have a uniform? Can they do things that I cannot? If they have a uniform, are they allowed to steal and tell people what to do?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay. I
I
did
got lost.
say I did say that in the beginning of the rules. I said it's okay if you don't know how to answer a question, but it's a good idea to think about it. Um, Let me see. Let me go to anything else here. Number 19, is it okay for a majority of people to do whatever they want to a minority of people?
No, I think it's not okay.
I agree. It is not okay. And the last one here, you mentioned inflation. The cost of everything keeps going up because the government just printed lots of money. Number 20, is it moral if the government has total control over the money and what we use to buy and sell? So, for example, if we decided to trade in non-government money like gold and silver or Bitcoin, is it moral that the government controls the money?
I think it's immoral.
Did you say it's immoral if the government?
Immoral. Hmm.
Okay, so we should be free to use other stuff as money, right?
Yes, because I think it's our money.
I agree. I agree. Okay, Tina, you did an incredibly good job here. Very interesting responses. Thank you very much for answering questions here with Candles in the Dark.